world champion. 4 times. Limousine. Right lights. Big city. Pretty ladies. 5 times. The world champion.
Trying to be a legend in the rap game, like Ric Flair was to wrestle. Ain't no question, I'm trying to be a big name. Got them laying on the mat where I left them. Everybody want to be rich and famous. They want a house on the hill, no payments. I've been working hard, hear it in the dialogue.
Slam Picks Podcast, Future Wrestling Podcast, Backlash 2018 hosted live. Big DMP, Future Entertainment, second ever simulcast, Logan Myers. What's up, man? Welcome to your channel. Oh.
Welcome, Future Wrestling fans, and of course, Slam Pigs Podcast fans. Tonight's Backlash Post-Show, and Travis, thank you for having me on your show, and thanks for coming on mine.
Touche. Bunch of touches all over the place.
Again, you guys can check me out on Twitter at LoganMyers144, but I'm happy to be here, Travis.
I'm happy to be here and happy it's not just you and I. We're not alone. Of course, one of the other members of Slam Pigs Podcast is in the house. Thank you again, man. Always a trooper staying up so late over there in the UK. Kuzan! What's going on, buddy? Welcome back. Where can everyone catch you and all that good stuff?
The national flavor with the perfect weight is here. Yeah, boy. You can catch me on Twitter at KuzanTV, but if you're into that game, and winter retro games, we've got those new games. We've got Far Cry 5, we've got Skyrim. You can catch me on twitch.tv/Kuzan_TV.
Very good, very good. And no, I'm sorry, bud, it's not a Rayman episode, but we'll have to set that up in the future. Talk some Rayman and some games, but
oh
yeah, about anything. Honestly, anything other than this fucking show tonight. But we do it to ourselves. It is what it is. But Logan, there's one more piece of the puzzle tonight.
Of course, we're not alone. We're never freaking alone, are we, Travis? And again, we have another special guest here for tonight's show for the Slam Pigs Podcast and Future Wrestling Podcast. Red Leaf Retrocast is over here. JD.
Hey guys, JD here. Glad to be here. I suppose it's good to share the wrestling enthusiasm with fellow wrestling fans. Are we still fans? I'm not sure. I guess we'll talk about it. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Can I just ask, right? Can you say like the name of your show again?
Red Leaf Retrocast. It is a podcast that covers a number of things ranging from anime, retro gaming, modern gaming, and even wrestling.
That is an amazing name. But as soon as I read the name, I was like, that is an awesome name. Because it tells you, like, Red Leaf Canadian, I'm correct. Right. And then, like, retro, like, gaming. It's like, it tells you two things immediately. Like, Canadian. It tells you, there you go. It's amazing marketing.
The logo's even better, by the way. And I know it seems like we're kissing your ass a little bit. I love how it's just the Maple Leaf upside down as an N64 controller. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was actually made by a fan.
Excellent, excellent. And it's not just gaming. Red Leaf WrestleCast with our good buddy Rad Zero. I was a guest on that last week. Always check that out. And get over there, check it out on iTunes. Leave a review, for Christ's sakes. I did. It would take you 2 seconds.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, check them out. And thanks for coming back, JD. Glad to have you, man.
Yeah. I think I'm a wrestling fan still. Pretty sure. Yeah.
Logan, you ready? I'm going to shock you. I didn't watch any of the fucking pre-show again. None of it.
Jesus.
Oh, man, you missed the second best match of the night, Travis.
So I hear. But, Logan, you always take the full duty as the pre-show guy, so take it away. What do we kick off with tonight?
The only match of the night for the kickoff was Bayley versus Ruby Riott of the Riott Squad. And I'm going to throw it to JD because I know he wants to talk all about his babe, Bayley.
Oh my God, she looked actually really good in this match. I felt she pulled out a couple mid-rope moves, doing some like lucha libre type stuff. Ruby Riott looked a little heavy on the legs, to be honest. She was kind of spotty at times, but yeah, it was a good match. I quite enjoyed what I saw from Bayley. She was sporting this weird like Mad Max '80s Fist of the North Star eyeshadow purple thing going on her eyes. That was a little bit weird.
Looking real good.
Good.
No,
I'm a fan of anything Fist of North Star, except the terrible NES game usually, so that's cool. Here's a question real quick. And I know it's a hot topic lately with the Bailey Sasha where the fuck are we angle right now. Is it a good thing for Bailey to just do the heel thing, or we just see more? I think personally, there's still money for her merchandise wise, obviously with kids and stuff. With the babyface stuff, you just stay away from the goddamn "this is your life" segments and let her showcase what got her over really in the first place. It wasn't the gimmick, it was her in-ring work, and I feel if they just let her off the reins a little bit more, eventually it'll probably take care of itself. I don't think there's a need to turn her heel as much as Sasha needs to be a heel. And that's just my 2 cents.
Well, they did have a segment before the match where Bailey goes, "Look, I'm sorry. I want to bury the hatchet. I want to get this over with. I want you, Sasha. I want my friend back out there. I just want to get past this." And Sasha's like, "Nah, fuck you." And Bailey goes, "All right, well, fine. If you want to be stubborn like that, then screw off." So it wasn't so bad. I'm getting the feeling that they're taking at least it in the right direction, but they're really beating around the bush right now, way too much.
Yeah. Logan, what do you think? You think you need goth, dark, evil Bailey, or you think she's fine? Just let her, showcased a little bit better. That's all.
Maybe, to me, we do need to get a much needed, more vicious. I was gonna say Paige, but Bailey. Maybe the reason why I was gonna say Paige is because maybe that's what Bailey needs is more of a Paige style. So, but I think the right heel going up against Bailey is what is much needed, and maybe it is Sasha Banks.
Yeah, she's just so natural of a heel. Who's 2 cents on Bailey? Would you keep her face or go heel?
Well, I mean, I guess it's in the belief, if you believe, she can be, I don't know if she's still in good with, a casual fan base, because I've always, screamed to the hilltops, she could be, a female John Cena, but whenever I said that, people shot me down for it. If it's still over, then yeah, it's, keep her as face, but if people are kind of turning back on her, then give her some kind of if you are going to turn her heel, then you're gonna have to reshape the gimmick a bit, which is kind of it's kind of hard to guess how that's gonna go down, because if you fuck it up, you can't immediately go back. So it's a risk. I wouldn't risk it yet though.
Here's a thought, a little food for thought. If you're going to keep her face, and she's in a hardcore match in the future, let her use the weapons this time, please. So she has a fucking backbone and doesn't look pathetic. That's maybe just me, but I don't know. JD, I know you said off air and right at the beginning, so this was second best match. And what stood out in this match to you?
It was a lot of the moves Bailey was going on. Everything was looking a little bit more smooth. Even when there was a couple maneuvers where Ruby Riott seemed to clock her head a couple times. Bailey was doing a good job selling, the whole being dazed thing. There was a couple instances where she would run to the corner and kind of go weak-kneed. She would do things like that. She pulled out a few lucha libre moves, as I said. There was a cool little spot where she jumps over the middle. She jumps over the third rope, the top rope. Lands on the middle one, jumps to the other side of that corner, and then does a crossbody or something. I don't know. I've kind of forgotten what happened after that. The whole night's kind of a daze at this point. You can imagine why. There's in the beginning parts of the match, she did a sweet little middle rope arm drag maneuver into a pinning combination. So she was doing things like that. The whole match with some good head damage selling.
Is it fair to say the last couple weeks, guys, with Bailey matches, they're letting her actually be NXT Bailey more, and actually let her have a diverse moveset again? Not just this paint by numbers bullcrap that we've been getting for 2 years with Bailey. It feels.
Yeah, she even hit her Macho Man elbow drop too at one point.
Nice.
There you go. In honor of Jay Lethal, of course, and always as it should. Not Macho Man. Let's be real.
Best wrestler in 2018 so far. Fight me.
And you wonder why I asked JD to come on these shows, Logan. That's why, right there.
Because you want him to fight me? I don't know.
Who got the Duke in this, gentlemen? Who got the win?
Ruby Riott got the win after weak interference. The ending was very strange, I will say. Liv Morgan was on the apron. Bayley looked to throw Ruby Riott shoulder first, but Ruby, like, I can't tell if she like slipped a little bit, or the point is she missed the reversal, and then Bayley ended up going into Liv Morgan and then just hit a Riott kick and it was over pretty much.
The Riott Squad, like, seriously need to get some coordination. Like, I'm really into, like, every member of the Riott Squad. I do like them, especially Ruby Riott. She's, like, one of my girls. But they do need to work on their coordination together, maybe have some matches together in the ring, at least, because they need to learn what the other's going to do, and, like, keep it, like, at a consistent
Liv Morgan's
mindset.
got a blue tongue thing going on. It's really weird.
She's been having those blue slushies.
They're in
Very
catering
strange.
for free. She has like 4 of them before she goes out, probably.
Nice.
Another, and I know we're spending way too much time probably on this Bayley thing, but here's one thing, and I don't think people will ask this question enough, and I'll throw it to you, Logan, real quick. It's always baffled me, and I get the transition from developmental to NXT to the main roster. It's always baffled me, and this, when you brought up Kuzan, they need to feel it more and get used to it more. Why is the hard cam always the opposite, the ramp and the entrance, for what the main roster is? They come in from the right on NXT 90% of the shows, so they have, essentially, when they get called up, they got to learn everything backwards. What is this, Logan?
It's a good point. Good point. It's weird. It's different. I don't know. I don't really know an answer. I don't really have an answer.
It's baffling how strict they are too about what camera to look into on their main roster shows. Where the hard cam's at, it's just flipped, I guess. And maybe that's why we see a Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan take a little bit, maybe because Liv Morgan's been in NXT for like 20, 30 years. It seems like, you know what I mean. She's been there forever and used to that. So I don't know. I just think it's something no one ever brings up enough. Then maybe that's why when they get called up, there's a little awkwardness at first, you know.
Well, no doubt about it. Yes, but I will. But I'm gonna let you guys answer. But I do have to have a comment about Ruby Riott.
I can give you like a boring but truthful answer. Like, and it's the same for like every time someone gets called up from NXT. It's a case of with any job really. It's a case you have new management, which is like, you know, your boss is no longer just Triple H. Like, Triple H is very lenient with like his orders. Just as long as it looks good and it's over with the fans, whatever. When it comes to coming to a main roster, there's a lot more rules going along, and you have to change everything. Like, it's like if you're a chef, your food's over here, and like as long as the food looks good and it tastes good, whatever. Now you're in like a different, like you have different management. Everything's been changed around. You're not allowed to use the equipment that you're supposed to use. You've got to use this cheap-ass fucking plastic knives that don't cut bullshit. It just doesn't work.
Or you go from like you make your meals in a diner to like you're under Gordon Ramsay's thumb. You're like, oh
exactly.
Shit, I can't do anything now. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I do think we all agree Ruby Riott kind of needs a new finisher. It's lackluster.
What's a finisher at the moment?
Just the Riott kick, which is like a step up kind
it's like
of
a Pele kick, isn't it?
Pele kick in a way, I guess.
Yeah, she holds one of their arms, and then she does she falls to her back, but does like a bicycle kick kind of thing.
And I get it. I'm all about finishers, like especially someone that smaller can do to anyone. You know what I mean? But at least have a little pizzazz or sizzle on it. You know what I mean? It's just lackluster. It needs tweaks, I think, for me.
As a signature is good.
The senton was great on Raw.
For me, Ruby Riott is one of the most underrated right now, besides her finisher. Can I say that?
Yeah.
And
she was looking heavy leg tonight pretty bad. I think it looked like a bit of exhaustion. A lot of the wrestlers tonight appeared to have some exhaustion issues. Hence,
they have a very big
going on.
schedule at the moment, though.
Yeah,
like, they've had horrible schedule. They're in the UK soon.
Very noticeable tonight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't noticeable, though, guys. And let's kick off Backlash with, let's get the good out of the way first. Let's sums up this show, the best part of the show. Great match. Seth Rollins, The Miz, IC title. I think we all, in any prediction show we all appeared on or said on any podcast last week, we all pretty much had Rollins taking the win, if I'm right, because, you know, the superstar shakeup now, a lot of these matches were a moot point. It was just kind of like, oh, yay, it's going to be a good match. And that's what we had here, but this match far exceeded what I thought it was going to be, honestly, but I know there's going to be a couple things we're going to butt heads about kicking out of finishes and all that, but I will say, I'm glad that the newest member of DX is Seth Rollins. I'm happy for him. It's good for him to get that top dog nudge in this.
God damn!
No,
Alright, Rollins an ass for that, alright? An ass for all that.
He kinda did. Logan, man, what can you say about this match, really, that A, hasn't already been said on, like, social media and just by us in our group chat and stuff? My God, you can't catch your breath in this opener.
No, and it's my match of the night. It's match of the week. The Miz continues to showcase what a veteran presence he brings to a match. And he absolutely went from having basically zero knowledge of wrestling itself years and years ago to becoming one of the most fan favorites in the ring, on the mic. Everything about him just speaks money, and that can be said the same thing for Seth Rollins right now. Besides, he has knowledge from back then.
Is it fair to say when Rollins comes out at this point, he's that babyface that is the pulse of the crowd? He's we say all the time, the Bret Hart, but like Bret was the pulse of that crowd because it was so organic. You can't go against the grain with Rollins right now. Fans are just so behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody chants "burn it down" like it's insane now. It's gotten over.
It's awesome. It's so awesome. Like he's like a merch machine at the moment. Like he did like another line tonight, like fight like a champ, win like a champ. He comes up with these lines, and it's so organic. You know, you can't go against it.
The "burn it down" line taken from the WWE 2K17 commercial.
I think no, it was from.
Was it not?
It was it was, but it was from his Down Straight song. Sorry, his Down Straight song that he never used. The Redesign, Rebut, Reclaim, which is a good theme, by the way. I don't know why they didn't use it.
No, it's never past any of us to ever pat ourselves on the back when we're right, guys, right? I was one of those guys when we were going through that miserable Authority Rollins title run with the nasally, annoying promos, the long-winded, boring bullshit. I said, this guy needs to be a babyface. He is the epitome of, like, a Jeff Hardy or whatever. This era had that potential to me. Here we are 3 years later after, you know, he's not that cringy heel anymore. And I'm still right. And I think you cannot go, I don't know what they're waiting for, honestly. Yes, it's great the IC title is getting... It's also beating a dead horse to complain about Rome. I just don't know what they're waiting for now. They always, in their documentaries, love to talk about how when it's organic, you just feel it, and you go with it. Well, here it is. What are you doing? But great match. I won't take up too much time on it. I'll just say it. I didn't have any big problems with it except, and I know, JD, you're big on the selling of the knee. I thought Rollins did a great job selling the knee. And I give Adrenaline a pass sometimes. You know, when he jumped up and did, you know, the double Falcon Arrow spot or whatever, miraculously, I go, oh, Adrenaline. But when you do that multiple times, so I will say that was a little overdone how he did the comeback out of nowhere. Other than that, no complaints. The right guy won. Maybe one too many skull-crushing finales, but at the same time, that's a protected move we haven't seen a lot of guys kick out of over the years, so I think you needed that shock moment in a way, and I think that's what's going to make this match stand out as he kicked at it too. Looking back,
I don't know. I haven't seen Miz win on a skull-crushing finale clean in God knows how long.
But it's been a couple weeks, really. But before we move on, I just wanted to say shout out to whoever's in the chat. Right here on Future Wrestling Podcast, we have Weymouth Youth Wrestling. They said, "Hey, what's up, Kuzan, Travis, Logan, and JD?" That's James. And then Moosin Spiel is also in the chat.
That's me.
JD.
Oh, you know what?
You're boys trying to work these shoutouts. Come on now.
Thanks for shouting me out. That's very kind of you.
Shout out to you.
You got the appreciation as well. There you go. It's all
Anybody
good.
in my chat, I don't have it up, by the way, but thank you so much for stopping by. I don't want to risk my internet shit in the bed, but I appreciate it.
I want to say, right, I am not a big fan of The Miz because he's had this belt for so long. Like before he lost it to Rollins, he's had it so many times. And if he would have won, he would have tied with Jericho's record, I think.
Right, because they only said that 43 fucking times during the match.
Oh, they were really repetitive tonight on commentary.
Yeah. But like, as someone who isn't a fan of The Miz, I absolutely respect him, and he made Rollins. Not that he needs it, but he made Rollins and the match as a whole look fantastic. This was a really enjoyable match for me. Again, with like the selling of Rollins, I'm not a fan of people selling serious previous injuries. So Rollins with the knee, Daniel Bryan with the concussion, that's scary. But you shouldn't be doing that. It's bad. But other than that, like it's risky, yeah, you know. But like this was the match of the night. Absolutely, it was fantastic, amazing opener, and I was really expecting the show to be good after that.
Sure got us hopeful, didn't it?
Yeah.
Silly you, silly us. Here's
how
curiosity.
How foolish of us to think such a thing after a 20-minute, 38-second match.
I can't take it anymore. I'm dying to know your thoughts on this match, JD. Because I love it because you always give a different outlook. Because your tastes are so much higher than a typical fan. Because you indulge in usually consistently good wrestling.
Well, I indulge in a wide variety, is how I put it. So, Kuzan, you said selling previously career-threatening injuries and how it could possibly... I imagine you're thinking along that as how selling a maneuver, selling an injury could possibly exacerbate it. I could understand that, for sure. Then do something else. I think it's up to the wrestler then to work something in the match to maybe pick a different body part to go. But Rollins has been doing this knee selling for 2 seconds kind of thing per match since he injured it. This has been going on for quite some time. This is nothing new. What I have an issue with is in this match. Look, I'm not hating on the match at all. There's just certain things that kind of drive me nuts, especially in WWE in particular, and this was definitely showing it. Was Rollins takes a knee into the post from the apron, and then he goes directly in. I have notes, by the way, of these things. Then he goes directly into Miz getting him in a figure four, in which he sold it for all of 4.5 seconds until he does his little Hulkamania thing and reversed it into the Indian Deathlock, or the Indian Lock.
Yeah. I will say, speaking of facials, in that spot, the Miz's facial expressions were tremendous, though. He knocked out
the Miz, yeah, and the other thing, which we'll get to later tonight, is the lackluster facial expressions. But for how much I'm complaining over selling, despite what I think of Rollins selling the knee, his facial expressions did match his actions, and so did the Miz. Miz was like, "Oh crap, he's going to reverse this." Very good, yes, very good point. So, Travis, you said adrenaline can play a role. When Rollins did this 3 times in the match, ending with, of course, him jumping up to the Falcon Arrow after taking 2 straight skull-crushing finales, a finisher. So the no selling of the finisher was ridiculous. Leads up, takes the superplex. Miz reverses the Falcon Arrow. Because Rollins sells the injury conveniently at that right time, but it was conveniently okay to hit the curb stomp no more than a minute later. So
yeah, and I feel like I said, I feel like that adrenaline thing, it was overdone. There were too many spots for it. I think 1, maybe 2. 2's pushing it. If you're Hogan, 2's fine, but 2's pushing it.
No, it's just minor things that just irk me as a fan. But the match as a whole. I was shocked this particular match went over 15 minutes. If you're watching the live stream I had, I was like, is this going to last this long? It lasted over 20 minutes. It was good. Just certain things that I didn't really care for. Miz was, to me, the MVP of the night. Easily. Rollins was 2. Bayley was 3.
And it was smart, Logan, to put this match on first because this crowd was 100% invested in every move in this match.
Yeah.
But boy, sure as shit, goddamn, did that fade soon enough in the next match, Logan.
Jesus Christ.
Before we keep going, Travis, it doesn't say you're even online.
Well, I thought I was. It says I'm streaming. The green light's on. It's been on.
the green light's on.
The green light's
Got
on.
on your channel, there's no live or anything.
Nope, I can confirm that as well.
Oh, bollocks.
That's okay. We're still on yours. Let's keep going.
Yep.
I'll get the next go.
Your green light did not work. But the next match was the Raw Women's Championship. Nia Jax defending the title against Alexa Bliss. Ugh.
Can I just say, before we go into this, can I just say, right? Alexa Bliss is injured because of this match.
Oh, fuck off, of course.
I'm not even kidding. Nothing happened in this match to even injure her. How did she get injured?
Because it's Nia botched Jax, that's why.
Jesus Christ! Can I just say, right? If Collins listened to this, and I'm gonna have to put this as a statement, any critique that I put towards Nia Jax is not because of her body weight. Okay?
No, it's
I have
because
no
she's
problem
shit in
with.
the ring.
It's because she's lazy. You lazy fucking bitch. You cheeky fucking salty bitch.
Oh, man. And by the way, I know I'm not the only one that audibly heard Nia yell at Alexa to grab her throat when she was going for the first top rope Samoan drop.
Oh, she got so angry at her.
God. What can you say? What can you say about this angle in general? What it's become now? A giant fucking commercial. Just cringe, puke, barf, vomit. Any bad adjective. By the end of this entire segment, match, whatever, I was sick to my stomach. This was just so piss poorly executed, Logan.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on. I just didn't even care. It was a lackluster match, and it wasn't even Alexa Bliss's fault. These two just do not work. They don't have chemistry together in the ring.
It's not that they're not telling the right story. They are not telling the right story. There's no reason 3 minutes into this match, Alexa Bliss should have Nia Jax on the ground into a rest hold, dominating the match that early. It should have been a cat and mouse fucking game. That's the story you tell with this chicken shit, Slippery's chicken grease heel. I don't know who is booking, what agent gave the green light on the fucking just the structure of this match in general. Jesus H. Christ.
Is this the same green light that says that you're live but you're not actually live? It's the same one.
Yeah, that one. That one. That shitty green light that lies to you and said, yeah, that's a good match you put together. Go out there and do it. And it says you're live.
So in case you guys were wondering, this match clocked in at 10 minutes and 21 seconds.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even the shortest on the night.
Yeah.
It's not even close, might add. It was let's see, how many matches went over this? 1, 2, 3. So it was fourth longest of the night. There you go.
Nice.
Yep, can confirm Alexa Bliss is injured, possibly with a shoulder injury from being whipped around by her freaking shoulder the whole match.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Because Nia Jax can't do a freaking wrestling move.
Where is this at?
It's on WWE.
And
WWE cage seats.
The worst part about this whole thing, and Logan, you and Colin especially are big advocates on, you're not fans of bullying for bigger people because you talk about it all the time. They could have done this, and they could have booked this to where people could have got behind Nia. There's certain things they could have done, because the Moment of Bliss segments, say what you want, were fucking awesome. They were great. They just never capitalized on I don't think they knew how great those segments were. They just never went anywhere with it, and they made Nia just this, I don't know, man, just this fucking walking cliche, basically, by the end of this. After the promo, the post-match, because there's nothing to the match. There's nothing really to critique other than Nia's shitty sloppiness that got Alexa hurt, basically. It was essentially a carbon copy-paste of what we got at Mania. That was this match.
Yep.
Pretty much.
WWE sure likes doing that.
It's just so stupid because, even if you, go, okay, let's not look at the wrestling in the match, let's look at the characters in the story, okay? Nia can't portray a character because it all comes, like, if you want to go reality, then she just comes across as a salty, like, bitch. And I hate saying that, but it's true, because her promo after this was just saying, like, if anyone's told you, like, to change yourself like a boyfriend, that hurt. Like, that struck a fucking fire up my arse, saying that, like, that shit, you can't say that, because that's making an image that, like, it's not making a good image, it's just making the image of, like, this is what's right in the world, this is how you should view things. You can't do that. It's wrong. It's not entertaining at all. It's just annoying as fuck.
Just get your PSAs out of my wrestling. That's all. Unless it's the Red Rooster telling you not to do drugs. Then I'm okay with PSAs and wrestling. Other than that, just, I don't know, man. And it doesn't help. The crowd was booing Nia for telling people.
Oh, it was so funny. Oh, it was so funny.
Because we just saw a person who was at first booked as a monster, the female Braun Strowman, just beat up a girl half her size and legitimately injure her.
This is like SJW champion. This is wrong.
Like Nia's a bully hunter. She's in one of them.
Oh my god!
And maybe tomorrow her site won't exist and she won't be around.
No, there was so many botches in this match. I lost count. There was that one moment in the corner where I don't know what they were going for. Nia was she put Alexa on the turnbuckle, then she took her off, then she put her back on, and then she tried to put her on the shoulders, and she drops Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is 5'2" or whatever. Like, I could fucking pick her up.
It's true. Like, it was just a case of being really sloppy. There was something not there. Like, Alexa was really trying. Like, she was like, just let me sit on the turnbuckle. No, I'm going to take you back off. I'm going to do this move again. We're going to do this indie bit where we're going to go back to it and do it again. And do it again. And do it again until we get it right. Fuck me, man.
Like, that was just one instance. That she wasn't. There's that typical girl whip hair move where they take them by, the chin. They're supposed to, and whip them across the ring. But she took Bliss by the hair and the shoulder, like underneath the armpit, and you could almost see the arm stick with Nia. And she just wouldn't let go. She did it like 4 times in the match. The match should have ended when Bliss hit the DDT on the steel steps. The ref should have counted to 10. That's how it should have ended.
And I'm with you, totally. Logan, thoughts on this promo, this abortion of a promo afterwards, and then we'll move on.
Yeah.
I'm sick.
Wise words, Travis. You're right.
I'm sick and tired of this storyline going about being, big and being different, and it's not even about that. It's just about having talent and being able to tell a story. Yes, I know it's your character to be that, but come on now. It's just, we've seen it over the years. It does not get over well with most of the fan base, so why do you continue to do it? And Nia Jax, to me, is not a good face. She's a heel. So, moving on.
And I can confirm, no, I'm not live. I'm having tech issues, but this will be on demand on my channel tomorrow, guys. So look for it there. And I do see Sassy is in your chat, so thanks for stopping by, Sassy.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
What was next?
She's so mean, so I'm not even saying a word.
She a bully too?
Yes. Be a star.
Yes. Where did that take? Was this the Elias segment?
No,
we went
it
right
was
to
the
U.S.
title match.
Yeah. U.S. title, Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy. Royal Rumble 2008 main event all over again.
Hey, that match was good.
I was bored.
Like, the 2008 version of this was good. Like, I enjoyed that. This, back to back with the Nia Jax and the Alexa Bliss match. Jesus Christ, more headlocks.
This is the angriest I've ever heard you on any show. I love it.
I love wrestling, but like, and I'm always the one to be objective with wrestling, but this was awful. But I keep repeating it, but it's awful. It's so slow. It's so sluggish. We have Randy Orton over here doing headlocks, 8 headlocks.
That's because Jeff Hardy couldn't walk anymore. He was within 90 seconds. Jeff Hardy was gassed. Randy Orton was just doing his thing. He was doing his Randy Orton stuff in the ring.
Listen, right? Jeff Hardy learns from his mistakes, right?
Oh,
After being busted for meth.
Yeah, not even 2 minutes in on commentary. One of the commentators was like, Jeff Hardy, a man who learns from his mistakes, and I literally almost spit out my drink at the time. I was like, when's the court date for his last DUI again? Like a month? Yeah. Anyway, I will say this. I don't even know, man. Where do you begin with just what Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt have been in like the past year to just any match or storyline? They're just that kryptonite, like we always talk about. And this is what that felt like to me. As soon as they inserted Orton into this, I didn't care. There's no reason it should have been like Shelton Benjamin, anybody but Orton at this point, for Christ's sakes. And it's, by the way, you speak of Orton with the wrestles. It's not like he's out there usually with a repertoire like fucking Ricochet. That's pretty standard fare with Orton, which I knew to expect that. I don't know. Expected more from this, maybe, because of the last time they wrestled was a pretty decent match, but silly me, JD.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this match was definitely a case of exhaustion. It was very visible on the wrestlers, more so Jeff Hardy, like easily, especially coming on after that huge-ass tour that they just went on. There was a moment where Hardy went for his... It was pretty rough to witness. In all honesty.
Maybe Logan disagrees with all of us. Maybe Logan thinks we're fucking schmucks, and he enjoyed this match. Logan, what'd you think?
It wasn't a terrible match, and this is the reason why. I can say it in one sentence, and everybody will agree with me. So, you guys ready to actually agree?
What if we don't?
It wasn't Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal.
Okay.
I agree it wasn't that match that we watched. What are we agreeing on?
That this match was a better match than what we would have gotten with Randy Orton and Jinder Mahal.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
With how exhausted Jeff Hardy looked, I'm not even sure about that anymore.
Like, I would have enjoyed, like, Jinder squashing Randy. I would have loved to have seen that. That would have been awesome. Like, 2 back-to-back backlashes. That would have been awesome. Every backlash, Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton. Jinder wins.
It's the new street.
That'd be awesome.
And a little sweet twist of fate in the match, pun intended, by the way, have the Singh brother throw Orton on his head through the table on the outside this time.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. The match went on mostly with Randy Orton doing all of the movesets, keeping the match going at some sort of pace, if you can even call it that. Jeff Hardy would hit one move. Randy Orton would then go through a slew of moves, headlocks in between naturally. Then it just ended with twist of fate, swanton bomb. We're done. We're out of here. Let's go home.
Sting's in the background, like stroking his goatee, coming something schmelly here. He comes out, looks at Eric Bischoff, and he's just like,
Jesus. Oh boy, what can you say? I'm glad it's over. I'm glad the match is done. Hopefully that we don't get back to this, but I bet they wrestle on SmackDown this week, because that's what they do. Is it time to walk, guys?
Oh, and by the way, that match was 11 minutes and 37 seconds.
Woof.
money.
Is it time to walk, Logan?
It is time for everybody to stand up. Bow your heads. And WWE stands for Walk with Elias.
We won't entertain.
Elias sure tried, didn't he?
Yes.
He did.
Poor lad.
It was going good for a little bit. I was along for the ride for a little bit. I was like, eh.
It's when No Way Jose came out, I think.
I hate when every time somebody interrupts him. I'm getting tired of that. Just let him perform. Then somebody come out. Why?
And by the way, sorry, Logan. Did Lana not pull Rusev to the side on SmackDown this week and say you got to lose this guy, or am I imagining that? Because everything
that happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. Of course, Rusev Day, getting a great reaction as usual. Just doing nothing with him. They interrupted Elias. The New Day interrupted Elias, and then we saw No Way Jose, and then finally, guys. Holy shit. Bobby Roode as a babyface to begin with is bad enough, but now we got him doing the Mambo number 5 and his robe. What the?
Well, at least he got a bigger pop for the glorious theme song tonight than... I'm trying to be positive.
I think it's because I think it was because that was the signal of the segment ending. That's the only reason why the crowd cared.
At this point, one of the two.
I really thought that this was where the show was gonna pick up, because when I heard Elias, I was like, okay, here we go. Let's do it. Let's turn it up a gear. Let's go. No, absolutely not.
I've been there before too with an Elias segment on a pay-per-view. Like, all right, and then all of a sudden I saw Jason Jordan throwing Elias. I'm like, oh, it's ruined. Fuck. And
that was funny though. That was funny.
They did it again though. They fucking
Travis,
did it.
I'll throw this your way. You said he didn't need a title. How do you feel about that now? How are you feeling slowly but surely?
Elias? He doesn't, because out of everyone in this waste of time segment, he got the best reaction in the crowd heat.
This is all he's doing, though.
He just needs a good angle. That's all he needs.
This is it. This is the same thing with Rusev. Same thing.
Not a good angle.
It didn't Elias just eliminate Kurt Angle and all these fucking guys in that Rumble, and then he beat Bobby Roode a bunch of times around. Now it's I don't know, but he's still over. As long as he's eliciting a reaction, all those people backstage are going to think that's good enough. I'm just looking at it from their eyes. That he doesn't get the title.
He got to perform on the post-show for Backlash, and it was really good.
That was funny, actually. That was really funny, because he had Renee there with fucking the Oompa Loompa. I forgot his fucking name.
All right, I guess I'm the only one who thinks that he's just going to be a segment. That's all he's going to be.
No, and I think he is too. Logan is always the one. He's like, yeah, I'd put the world. I'd never think he's going to be a top guy. IC guy at best, but I think, and many guys have come and gone in any promotion in wrestling where they never needed a belt, but they made a great living and had a long career just having heat as they'd never needed a belt. You know what I mean? And I never thought he's going to be a top guy without a belt kind of thing. Just say, he's gonna have a fine career. He's doing fine for himself now. He's all over the place on WWE TV, which is, I think, at the end of the day, what the talent wants, just at least some goddamn TV time and some nice little paydays. I don't think you can really ask for more besides, the guys that go the Bret Hart about it, but these belts mean everything. And just, let's
talk Bret Hart.
I guess for us always as outsiders looking into it, it's not our actual employer also. It's touch and go, I guess.
At the end of the day, it is a job.
If I look at it from that perspective, sure, it's fine. But as a wrestling fan, I want Elias to at least freaking wrestle, because I saw a highlight of him beating Roode on Raw, and that could lead to a good feud. But are they actually going to wrestle, or is it just going to be a couple-week Raw thing and then back to segment and that's it?
I do like when we get the more vicious sides of Elias, like when he attacks Cena and glimpses of it, and they just need to go that route a little more. Maybe. Remember when Jeff Jarrett did the whole "don't piss me off" thing at first? Not the WCW stuff, but at first, where he had the bigger edge to him and he was taken more seriously a little bit, but in an upper mid-card way. That's how I'd like to book Elias. Kind of like a 99 Jeff Jarrett.
It's not going to happen, though.
Probably
he's a comedy act. He's a comedy act. That's all he is.
He's 2018 Santino territory right now. Let's be real. And that's a shame, because he's got more to offer than that, I feel like. I think we all agree that he's got more to offer than Santino Marella.
Absolutely.
I think it would have been good, sticking with Lashley, actually. I think that would have been a good thing. It sounds dumb, but, I think keeping him with Lashley, and,
I just want him in a long time, a feud. I just want him in a feud. That's it.
Anything. Logan, what do you think of this segment? You hated it, I guess.
Yeah, he's out.
At the end of the day, though, I mean, it was a waste of time, I guess you could say, this whole thing. Filler.
Yeah, it was there's a lot more than you could have done with this, like, spot, because Jesus Christ.
I'll be honest, I thought they were building towards an impromptu 6-man tag match.
Is this working?
But all we got was the dance-off.
Yeah,
Is this work? Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
I hope it's good because we're on your channel, and if you crap out, we're kind of screwed. You're just going to stream forever.
Yeah, it's up. I was gonna actually answer that. I don't know. I guess it wasn't going through. What I think is, I want to see more Elias. I just want to keep seeing him. He's just money to me, and I see that could be the next thing for Seth Rollins is Elias.
That's good.
You hope it's the next thing for Elias.
Yep. Gets his opportunity at the championship in a feud with Seth Rollins.
Now they'll just have more matches on Raw with Finn Balor.
Cruiserweight Club.
JD ruins my...
I ruined your hope. I ruined your hopes and dreams with WWE reality.
Dream Crusher. Logan, where did that take us to next on this silly show called Backlash?
Do you really... Oh. Before we get to the you're pissed off segment of the night, Travis, Corey Graves had me dying, by the way, when he said, "Why is Big E sweating like that? He looks like he just got out of a pool."
Oh, dude, the New Day looked like they were all oiled and tanned up hard tonight for for the male strip club or whatever you call it. The what do they call those male strippers?
Gigolos?
Chippendales.
Chippendales. Thank you, Travis. That's what I was going for.
Hey, I'm your go-to guy for male stripper knowledge, apparently.
There you go.
Hashtag lathered was this segment. God, Kofi had like half a fucking thing of oil on him, it seemed like. Just
like,
why are we pointing this out? Let's move it along, Logan. Like I said, I'm probably going to get really
we need to talk about 7-foot hot oiled orange tan.
You want to talk about sweaty men?
He wants to talk about 7-foot sweaty men.
You all looking real good.
Oh, it's gonna get good. Dana Bryan, big puss, isn't it? We can now refer to him. Big Cass, Dana Bryan.
Hell.
I was so elated. I was refreshed at how good of a promo Cass cut. I thought, no, we're making some headway. Here's another upper mid-card heel for SmackDown. Nope. Silly me, Logan. Silly fucking me again.
Yeah, you good.
Jesus Christ. You want to clock this one in for us real quick, JD, before we get
7 minutes and 47 seconds.
Holy goddamn Teddy fucking goddamn shit. That is ridiculous.
Bailey and Ruby had a longer match on the pre-show without the commercials.
There was no drama to this match. It was literally 7 minutes of Cass raising his arm like he's in the Nation of Domination and then going to that was it. That was it. Hey, that was the match, Logan. Am I wrong?
Travis, he hit 4 clotheslines and a big boot.
And he held Dana Bryan's hand for like 2 minutes, it seemed like. A long handshake.
Give him that squeezy.
There were some rest holds involved, too.
There's always been a buzz. There's always been like buzz and rumblings that Cass has major heat backstage with boys, with the agents, with just the office. I don't know if that's true, but Jesus Christ, Logan, I don't know what else. I mean, we did see Cass, in their eyes, I guess, got his heat back after this attacking Dana Bryan. I didn't see that because you just lost in 7 minutes to a guy not even half size.
Chanting, "We want Enzo" at him.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, they were chanting, "This is boring, we want Enzo." I mean, it just didn't end because nothing was happening.
I know Logan loves the theme music, though. You love it, don't you? That's sultry.
I think your boy's like having there. Even though he keeps sleeping. Or someone's like trying to raid his house and he's trying to fight him off. Like something's happening with your boy Logan here.
It's WWE tampering with the stream because we're shitting on their booking.
Speaking of which, when I because I turned the shit show off. I mentioned it before the cast, but as I was reaching for the controller to turn Backlash off, my internet went out at the same time.
Even you're in there, it's just like, boy, I'm gonna do you a favor, right? This ain't healthy for you.
Cox Internet was looking like, you've been talking shit to me? Alright, I'll get on your good side this time. You hate Backlash? Alright. We'll find some common ground.
Thank you for paying your bill on time. Here's your reward. Pretty much.
Reward, no internet.
JD, go ahead, get out your gospel and preach it, my man. Everything wrong with this. Go ahead, go for it.
Oh, well, let's see here. You had the 5'7" guy tapping out the 7-footer in 7 minutes, so that's always a thing you got to mention. Number one.
Immediate tap out, by the way. Immediate.
Oh yeah, immediate tap out. No. There was he threw a couple kicks at Cass's recovered leg.
He had to grab Cass's hand for him to start grabbing at his hand. What the fuck?
Yeah. No arm or shoulder work throughout the entire match. Couple drop kicks. I mean, nothing happened. Travis, for my podcast, we just watched Bruno Sammartino and Larry Zbyszko in 1980, whatever. More happened then than in this match.
What I would do, I would immediately turn on New Japan Pro Wrestling if I worked for WWE, and I would sign back Lance Archer, and I would replace him with Big Cass immediately. Just switch him out, because that is a big guy who can work with guys with various styles pretty well, can keep up. He's not the best in-ring psychologist, but the heat that man can generate in Japan alone, just his intimidation, is exactly what Cass needs to be right now. He needs to take notes from what Lance Archer is doing in New Japan. I know you can't argue with that.
Lance Archer can at least scare small children.
Exactly. This just looks like a giant Edge. This just looks like giant fat Edge, and it's not intimidating. And I don't know. There's a disconnect with Big Cass. Something's off in this, Logan. And welcome back, by the way, just in time.
I've been back. I'm just trying not to laugh because you said fucking big puss earlier.
Yeah.
He tapped out immediately to a 5'7" guy.
Not even in it for maybe 1 second. It was like 0.8 seconds, and he started tapping. Or Yoriku's on. It's so quick. Not even a glimpse of hope for Big Puss in that, Logan.
So he did it. It was immediate. I'm sleep. Logan.
And I get it. The Daniel Bryan, yes, when he was retired or whatever, he was a quote legend in the company, and he's an upper echelon guy. And I get that Bret Hart would tap out big guys back in the day with a sharpshooter, but Bret would have to wear him down for 20 goddamn minutes plus first and tell some kind of story and work some body part, not this rushed hokey bullshit. Quite frankly, this match could have waited another pay-per-view. They should have built this up more. I think it was too fast to have this. I feel like get a little more traction out of it.
No, Daniel Bryan's got to go back and get his impact testing, so move on.
I mean, jeez.
Poor guy.
I think it's pretty cool to have a permanent We the People t-shirt on. So, any last thoughts on this match, guys?
Yes, I hated it. And in the chat, Virtue Oso says big guys hardly ever sell. So, let that sink in.
Bro, you never watched Andre back in the day? Boy sells like death.
Depends what big
Sure
guys
did.
watch, I guess. Like Warlord's not selling shit. That's not happening. He doesn't even sell like a fart. Like if someone farts bad, he's just like, eh.
Jesus Christ.
Big guys hardly ever sell. He's never seen indie wrestling, I guess. I just watched Walter just sell the shit out of Zack Sabre Jr.
Keith Lee sells pretty well for a big guy too.
Well, we got to bask in his glory, so that makes sense.
Baskin Robbins in his glory. There's a bully storyline. Make fun of Keith Lee for being fat when he comes up. Logan, where'd that take us to Backlash?
Man, you killed JD over here, like literally. He is dead, but
I just tried to cheer him up because this pay-per-view was so miserable. That's all I'm doing. So mission complete.
Mission complete, but now you're gonna get down on funky a little bit more on the SD Live Women's Championship, Charlotte versus Carmella.
Fuck you, Logan. Fuck you, bringing this match up. But I guess you had to.
He didn't have
The promo package on this was good. The promo package on this was actually really good because
words were said.
Words were said.
It was the same one they showed on SmackDown, exactly in that promo, repeatedly. So,
because Carmella, like she can do a promo, but like she can't wrestle.
She did a promo. Don't give her credit where credit isn't due yet.
I couldn't find that one, but I'm working on adding more local businesses.
Computer, shut up.
Excuse me?
Wow.
I thought Carmella like tapped into the stream, was like, I'm working on it, guys. Jesus Christ. You want to throw your hookers back in the closet you had President JD so you can make the shows?
I'm waiting for Nia Jax to come out next.
Oh, that was so good.
Send the bully hunter to JD's house, please. He's bullying women, not letting them start their own businesses. I would have closed shop if this was business. That's a match. This is the epitome of lackluster. I don't know.
This is
The
better
finish.
than the post show. We should have just done Good Night with Logan tonight.
My God.
Good night.
Hey, this proved to me Carmella can't wrestle in the major leagues, that's for sure. I didn't see any fucking wrestling moves out of her. I counted 4 kicks and a lot of rest holds.
She was so angry in the chat. like we all like have like a little like talk while we watch the show, and like this man was losing his mind.
I couldn't handle what I was watching. We just came off WrestleMania, where Charlotte taps out Asuka, missed 260 whatever days, unbeaten, missed 34 main roster wins. Charlotte makes Asuka tap out immediately. Okay, fine, let's roll with that. Women's champion loses it to Carmella, Money in the Bank, after a beatdown at the Iconics. All right. Suspension of disbelief. All right, she took a beat down. Carmella, heel champion, whatever. Good promo on SmackDown once. Fine. What's going to happen tonight? In 10 minutes and 13 seconds, Carmella basically misses Charlotte's selling of a left leg injury after a missed moonsault. Roll up, pin, clean.
Awful. It's awful.
So, what the fuck?
No Iconics interference, no shitty heel weapon sneaking in, nothing. Just that.
No foot on the ropes, no
Nothing.
moving the ref, no thumb to the eyes, just kick to the back of the leg, roll up, win.
I didn't mean to channel my Jim Cornette, by the way, on that. Nothing. That just kind of happened. I don't know why.
No, it's warranted.
This fucking like headlocks, like oh my god.
That's all Carmella did. That's all she did.
It went on for so long.
It went on for 10 minutes and 13 seconds.
It's like Jesus Christ. And then like Charlotte finally got out of it by like doing like this weird like front drop kick. Like Carmella didn't bump, she flopped. Like there's a gif of it on WWE's like Twitter. It's a bad bump. It looked awful. This lady can't take
off
bumps.
to the wrong foot, and literally Charlotte goes for a big boot, and Carmella falls to the side before it even hit her, like John Cena and Taker at Mania.
Yeah,
it was immediate. I'm like, well, we're off to a good start, Carmella. You know, really prove it to me. Come on, I'm giving you a rope. Don't hang yourself with it. And sure as shit, she did. Holy crap! I can't. It was unbelievable. WWE and Stephanie McMahon are really trying to, do this whole trailblazing women's division thing. Doing matches like this is 5 steps backwards. It makes everything you've worked for go back to the Divas era. I might as well have seen Charlotte pull off her fucking peacock shirt and show me some bra and panties.
It was insulting.
Yeah. Charlotte is an amazing wrestler, and she could not carry this match. She could not do it. Carmella is impossible. I have lost all goddamn hope with the women's division now.
And what makes it even worse, we have 2 women's titles, and both of them featured a woman who has 2 left fucking feet. 2 left goddamn feet at the end of the day, in ring-wise. Now, Carmella has a saving grace and a parachute of, well, at least you can still cut pretty decent promos. That's only going to get you so fucking far when you got a roster of people like Asuka, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, all these women that can work circles around you.
No,
you got to
Asuka
bring
and
more
Becky
to the
Lynch
table.
are too busy having fucking quiche backstage. Are you kidding me? They have accents. You can't have them on the main show. You got Bayley on the pre-show. She's too good in the ring.
Ruby
That's
Riott.
not main roster material, Travis. You're just expecting too much. You want your women's division? You got to go see Toni Storm in WXW Superstars Wrestling, get the T-Neil dash, but I'm done with this shit.
I just feel like with a roster as diverse and as big, especially with their drafts that they fucking love and their brand splits, with multiple belts, there's no reason to throw that segment of the audience a goddamn bone and have a title that's like a workhorse title like we saw with Rollins and stuff in the past couple weeks. Why aren't they doing that with the women? Have one, have like, yeah, that's your Gaga, that's your WWE glitz and glamour angle title, but the other one's like your straight up. But no, let's make both the Gaga glitz and glamour bullshit that's not working right now. I don't get it.
Is Charlotte not the... Am I missing something here? I thought Charlotte was fucking money.
No, like Carmella's money, but
oh,
like, she's wearing,
okay, yeah.
She's wearing a
Money
fucking
Mella.
DDLG singlet.
Carmella looked pretty good in that checker outfit in the teal blue. I dig that. But wait, she has a title.
Yeah.
Her.
OJ
This is
says,
yeah.
OJ
Go on.
in the chat says Carmella versus Charlotte. Summary: Carmella beats up Charlotte with ground-based offense for 10 minutes. Charlotte has an unsuccessful comeback. Carmella wins pretty clean. So Carmella is unstoppable. James says so that means it felt like a 20-minute, 26-second match as opposed to a 10-minute and 13-second. And everybody's just saying lazy finish and just that. James says Nia and Carmella can't even talk with two left feet. It's like they have hands for feet. So
Hawk hands for feet.
I see someone's giving Charlotte slack for no emotion in the headlocks. You can only put up so much with it for a headlock in 10 minutes. And to be honest, hey, I made a comment immediately. I'm like, wow, Carmella really making those headlocks look good. God.
And give Charlotte a break, guys. They did just go from Saudi to Montreal to fucking Jersey. Maybe she was napping a little bit, getting some Z's in. They have to eventually.
You might as well.
Charlotte, yeah. I mean, this isn't the first time we've seen Charlotte like take a weird ass pin. We saw her taking getting kicked into the turnbuckle and getting rolled up by Natalya. You know, because can't have women actually wrestle. You can say you want them to, but you can't actually have them wrestle anymore. That's what this match comes down to. We've gone backwards in the women's division. We're probably gonna knock it. Look, post interview, they interviewed Charlotte. Charlotte's like, she was the better woman tonight. My God, get that paycheck, girl. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Just get your paycheck.
Meanwhile, Carmella's post-show thing on the Talking Smack, she was like dancing all over the place. Like, wasn't that bad? But you know, she wasn't wrestling either, so.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
It was awful. Terrible.
Over
Bad
it.
people.
Bad people. Let's move, Logan. We're almost through this miserable fucking show.
Give me Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie and Impact every day.
Alright, next match of the night, which was the WWE Championship match, Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ freaking Styles.
Middle of the card, yeah?
Yeah, a couple mid-talent guys. Fuck them. Get
These
those
are
young lions out of here.
These young lions aren't gonna get over.
What if they just came out in this match in just plain black trunks and black boots?
Oh my God.
Would have made more sense. What happened? What we saw in the ring.
I'm enjoying the Shinsuke Nakamura heel gimmick with the no speak the English. Like, that's amazing. That's an amazing gimmick.
No speaking English.
It's an awesome gimmick, you know. Like a lot of people have been just going like, oh, that's racist, that's horrible. It's like, no, it's a thing. It's the reason it's good is because you can use that towards like being a heel is more than just, you know, being a foreign heel is more than just like, you know, a racist gimmick. Is using culture against American culture, which he's changed his entire theme song, which I went and looked at the lyrics, and like if you look at the lyrics, like I'm guessing there's a few spoilers in that if he gets the WWE Championship.
He's not getting the title. He's foreign. He's a Japanese wrestler. That'll never happen in WWE.
Alright,
No speaking English.
No
We
gets a
don't take
title.
offers to you around here.
Did I hear you chuckle when I said it the first time, Travis?
Yeah, you reminded me of like a housekeeping maid for some reason. I don't know.
No, speaking.
Look, here's. I won't be long on this because I feel like we just keep reviewing the same goddamn match at this point. And this one had more penis low blows in it, so.
Had more ball shots. That's
Just
for
had
sure.
more penis spots than ever.
Joey Ryan loved this match. No, I fucking. Okay, they do it every time. That's the thing with this ethnic storyline stuff. When you do it every time, my problem with this feud wrote itself. Their history goes back to other promotions. No fucking need for the Nikolai Volkov stuff. None of this ethnic shit. You could have just simply said, done stuff like in New Japan, or these people love you here, but they don't know what you did to me in Japan with your club and how treacherous you were. It writes itself! But we're touching dicks for a month. That's our build. Fuck it. Club's off. Literally. I don't.
Touching dicks? No, they're cupping balls, man. You gotta get it right.
Cupping balls.
Quick rub.
See, we're getting teabagged in the end, is what it is.
Quick rub followed by a squeezy every night.
One pee-pee touch.
Guys, I got timestamps on this match. It was so bizarre. A no DQ match. I mean, I don't know how many times you saw the referee try to make a 5 count. Holy crap!
God.
No DQ. That means the ref's got to do his job.
Even if they
14
don't
minutes.
dig into their history with New Japan stuff, they could have at least done stuff like with the other standard fare shit they do when they turn a guy heel. Playing by the rules never got me anywhere. I had to take risks to be successful. Or they could have at least done that cliche shit as opposed to just, I know speak English. Like, come on, man. Like, I get it was funny, like, the first 2 weeks, but now we're at a point where, like, well, that's the spine of the book that's holding it together. I hope we're happy with we got the Kai and Tai 2018 gimmick going in the WWE title picture to me.
Hey, it's okay. Taka Michinoku is busy in Japan looking like a badass cutting promos for Zack Sabre Jr.
The ageless Taka Michinoku, who apparently pickles himself at night because he looks like he did in 97.
Well, that's just Japanese culture right there. In case you guys were wondering, it was Nakamura doing rest holds on a beaten up AJ Styles for 14 minutes. Upon getting out of a rest hold, AJ Styles would attempt for a move for it to be reversed by a Nakamura kick or a suplex. Nakamura gets a chair at 14 minutes, misses the chair shot, suplexes Styles onto the chair after a Styles counter makes him drop it. Styles throws the chair, countering the Kinshasa, in which the chair gets kicked right back in his face. Hilarious.
Oh, God. That was awful.
Styles' cheek up, and from there on, the match looked pretty good. It looked like it was going to go somewhere. And then, we know what happened. Low blow, Styles going down. He's got to touch the dick, too.
Gimme.
Gimme. And the match ends with a double 10 count after they both punt each other in the face. They played Real Shambo for the WWE title and both lost. That's what happened.
I was an idiot. I predicted finally they were going to put on Nakamura. I at least thought maybe the club would turn on AJ. Nothing. Logan, what was your prediction on this? Because I don't remember. And did you think this match panned out, or you think it was dog shit in the end?
No speaking English.
Oh my God. The room's clean. You can leave, ma'am. It's clean. It's nice.
Oh my God.
No, my expectations were not fulfilled in this match. Everybody's, OJ wants to know, so how does this end? Unsanctioned match or something, maybe a strap match so they can keep pulling each other close so they can nutshot it over and over again. OJ says a wonton soup strap match, not just a dick on the pole match.
I think it's done. I think they're going Joe. They're going that direction after this, honestly.
I think they're going Joe, Nakamura, Styles, triple threat.
Yeah.
That sounds like a 5-star caliber match. Bet they'll fuck it up.
There you go. See, if we book
I have no confidence anymore.
if we book a shit match, does that mean we'll get like at least a 4-star?
Hell,
Is
at
that
this rate, the whole match will just be like a Caterpillar rest spot hold, like they do in like PWG for comedy spots. It'll just be the three of them in like a chain link thing giving a rest hold. That's right, man.
Dude, I have a wrestling rankers of 2018 going on, and the fact that I don't have Nakamura and Styles in even the WWE top 10 is a travesty. How is this possible? We've had 4 matches featuring these guys, and I can't even put them in a top 10 list.
Because there are no decisions and just nothing. Just
I don't have look. I didn't have a problem with the match at Greatest Royal Rumble. I'm up for a no decision every now and again. You know, it keeps me on my toes.
When it calls for it, and it did there. I feel like.
But
I agree.
You
don't do it. You don't do it. Well, I mean, it was only the mid card of a major pay-per-view for WWE. I mean, come on. What are we expecting? WWE title? Get that mid card shit out of here. Let's get to the real stuff.
God damn.
The invisible Roman title is what it is.
WWE title doesn't even show up in a wiki search for WWE champions anymore. So come on.
Yeah, it just directs you to the IC page. Or the US
Oh,
page.
speaking of which, like this match was like so good that like on WWE's like Twitter, they've just got like a header of Rollins with his IC belt. That's the only thing they've got at the moment. Like this is what you paid for.
Oh, this match was 21 minutes on the dot, by the way.
Too long.
Longest of the night.
And you're right, and I think the key word coming out of this, it is a shame. It is a shame that 4 matches in now, and as long as they've been riding this out, that this is what we've gotten with one of the most anticipated matches since Nakamura came and Styles came. Oh, we can see what they did in Japan now. Well, now we have 4 times. And goddamn if we weren't right every time saying WWE's going to squander it because they don't know what they have with this. They're going to put... And it doesn't help that they always do this. They're restraints. They shackle these guys too with you can only work a certain way. Don't give them too much. Save for the next one. Well, you're saving for the next match, and you're saving for the next one. 4 matches in. What the fuck you waiting on? I'm not saying the matches were bad, but every one of these 4 matches just felt something missing. And I can't be the only one alone.
They're all like 3 stars. They're all just average.
Which sucks. It sucks.
It's average.
You shouldn't have an average match at WrestleMania. You sure as shit shouldn't have an average match when you're supposed to have this quote unquote rivalry built between 2 of your top stars.
There's no reason AJ and Brock should have had a better match than any of the Nakamura matches have been. And that's just my opinion. I thought that match was better than all 4 of these matches combined.
That match was awesome.
You know what this is? This is just to put smoke and mirrors over the fact that they have Roman Reigns still on the card.
Well, that's been the last 2 years.
You can't be better than Roman Reigns. You can't
when Roman doesn't have a belt, I think in reality people need to realize he really does have a belt. He's still the guy, and that's fine. It's business. He has a good look. Blah blah blah. It's just what they're doing with the guy, which we're going to get to right here in a second. It's main event time, guys.
No, there was one match before.
No.
You're right.
You silly. Oh, and this was when my internet crapped out, by the way. So the rest of the night is handled from me by gifts. I still got the times on them though.
It was the tag match, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squash the Canadians match, part 2.
Yeah.
Logan, what was your think?
I do speak English.
Oh God.
Bobby Lashley continues to impress me week after week since his return. I'm a big Bobby Lashley fan, and I'm glad he hasn't spoke on the mic. That's a good thing. So that being said, Braun Strowman is by far the most over, and yes, it was Squash the Canadians part 2. And by the way, I love the fact that every time Braun Strowman runs around the ring, he knocks down Kevin Owens and then runs back and hits him when he turns around.
Well, he's doing that every time he has a match now.
It's like playing LA Noire. Like every time you walk into someone, they just fucking fall over.
I still think the route to go is turn Lashley heel, have him turn on Strowman.
Je ne parle pas français, eh? They speak French. They're not American. Fuck them.
There you go.
Hughes, what'd you think of this match?
That was awesome, by the way. Thank you for that. That was awesome.
I got other languages in me, by the way. I'm just waiting for Alexander Wolf to be buried so I can cut a promo in German.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Right, this match was, again, so fucking slow. And then, like, near the end, it was just treachery on top of treachery. Like, dissension between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, which either will turn into a Sami Zayn face turn, or is just nothing. It's just not there just to be there. And it dragged on for so long for no reason. Like, I'm happy Braun Strowman was on the show. I was happy to see him. And, like, seeing Bobby Lashley actually perform more. But there was no reason for this. There was no reason.
Why was this the second to last match of the night? I don't understand the booking.
I don't know, because, like, it's nothing. There's no substance to this. There's no continuation. There's no nothing.
You should have flipped this with 9 Alexa. You keep that momentum going from your opener, transition into this, and then obviously 9 Alexa will bring the crowd down for your main event at least, which would have been Roman and Joe, but it would have been something. But no, it's not what they did, is it?
8 minutes and 48 seconds. By the way, it was longer than the Daniel Bryan cast match.
How long?
8 minutes and 48 seconds.
Wow.
It felt way longer than that.
And this match had 2 big guys that, as they should be booked, beating the shit out of somebody. Imagine that.
I will say, it's okay to have, you know, both brands on the pay-per-view, but you know it's going to hurt other talent that's not going to be able to be on the show. And it already shows me that it hurt the tag team division tonight, by the way.
Yeah, no reason the modern day Edge and Christian should be in a fucking Congo line. That hurt my feels to see Fandango out there relegated to that.
Like
what tag team division is the proper question? There's tag belts?
Like, for me, the Usos, you know?
Who are the Usos?
Shut up, JD.
No, wait, seriously, I forgot any tag team exists.
Are there those 2 little Roman guys? They look like little Fisher-Price guy versions of Roman.
Yeah, the Mattel figures that used to have like couple blue things, right?
Something. Half face paint, something. I think it rings.
Wait, was the tag team match? Were there no like tag team title matches tonight?
Nope.
Oh, fuck off!
That's because there's no tag teams anymore. They're all gone.
I legit like didn't realize.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, didn't you know the Revival got released?
Wait, really?
No.
But you wouldn't know that, would you?
No, I wouldn't. I was gonna say I was gonna lose my mind.
It's just that it's like the Usos deserve a lot better than what they're given, especially not being on the show tonight.
All the teams are.
There should be a main focus on the card, and that's why I enjoyed watching, you know, having SmackDown having its own pay-per-view, because it got to introduce other talent.
Mm-hmm.
It showed that you had more acts than just 6, essentially. And that I always dread when they do these joint super show split or these things too, where it's a less chance, less exposure for guys who wouldn't get that otherwise. And I'm with you.
So.
How about that delayed suplex finisher, guys? Looks better and better every time.
David Boy Smith is so fucking proud right now. Because he could never use that as his finish.
No.
Doing right by Davey.
Jeez.
Braun Strowman's got the power slam, and Lashley has a delayed suplex.
Team Davey Boy, right there. Bulldog. If they come out tomorrow night in British Bulldogs tights and a little bulldog, I'm done. That's gonna make my head explode.
And now you don't even have a cruiserweight division either, because that's not going to be showcased on any of the pay-per-views now.
No.
They might as well add an extra hour to the pay-per-views and start it at 7 and the pre-show at 6.
Oh, please, no.
Why do you want to give us more wrestling, Luke?
No.
Why would you do that? We already suffered through 6 matches tonight.
I want to see the tag team division.
I don't want to see no more. I don't want to see no more wrestling for another month now. So.
Well, we got one more match.
You gotta get on my share stream of WXW. You'll like wrestling again.
Yeah. Give it
I
a
don't.
week. Feel like rest.
Like, I'm done for Germany. Like I burnt my bridges there.
Let's get through one more little painful segment here, guys, and I promise Backlash is in the books, never to be talked about again. Now that should not be named. Roman Reigns. Mojo. Logan, I was bored. I was bored. Besides the opening
exactly,
little table spot, I was like, okay, now we got something going. Joe getting... It's the same thing he did in the Brock match. He put Brock in through the table with the Sambo suplex the same way, 2 minutes in, and then nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Rest holds.
Yeah.
JD, remember that gift that you sent earlier?
Yeah.
I figured out what he's actually saying, and this is my opinion. He's saying, yes, I know, I have to face fucking Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Logan, what'd you think of this match before we get going on?
You know I hated this match.
I'm shocked.
Now, Samoa Joe can help this match in so many ways. Roman Reigns, I hate the fact that it's basically John Cena. You know, he's going to...
It's so worse.
You know, I don't...
At least the kids like John Cena. At least the women like John Cena. At least John Cena could fucking wrestle.
I usually try to be the last person that goes along the complain about Roman train. I try to see the most positives I can, but honestly, I got nothing. I got no legs to stand on in this because I was bored. B, it was a waste of time because they're on different shows now. I mean, Christ, is Roman getting another shot at Brock? Is that what they're doing? Because they keep showing the replays. I mean, Samoa Joe at least is going into a title picture, it seems. No reason there shouldn't have been some shenanigans, anything. Joe shouldn't have slipped out with a win, but he didn't. I honestly, I got nothing to defend on anything this time with it. This was just nah.
In total, the match was over 30 minutes. From bell to bell, it was 18.
Jesus.
You believe that crap?
Fuck's sake.
Who's on? Thoughts on the main event?
I didn't watch this match because I went downstairs to make a curry.
That's right.
Jesus
Much
Christ.
smarter than all of us. Smartest man on the show tonight. Right?
I do want to say something though, right? Like everything that Travis said about Roman Reigns, but I want to talk about like Samoa Joe, right? Samoa Joe has just come back, to my knowledge. He hasn't been around longer, has he? He's just come back like after
He's just come back. He's had some good promos.
He's awesome. He's been awesome.
Very.
Because like the first time that I heard him, the line of "Everyone get your tinfoil hats out" because Roman Reigns thinks there's a conspiracy. I fucking died. It was so funny. Like Samoa Joe is an amazing asset. And he's being wasted here. Like, put anyone else here, because if it's gonna be Roman Reigns being someone, just put someone else here. Like, we don't need Samoa Joe being buried. We don't need it. Like, if you want Roman to win, whatever. I'm not bothered. Like, Roman, you can do what you want with Roman. But Samoa Joe is a good asset that should not be wasted. I really enjoyed the stuff he did with Triple H. Because I enjoyed when they debuted him. I didn't enjoy him by injuring Rollins. Yeah, I didn't enjoy him like
good 10 minutes.
Yeah, but like, you know, I want to see Samoa Joe succeed more. I don't want him having his credibility ruined. You know, I want to see Samoa Joe. That's all I'm asking. I want to see Samoa Joe.
And I know if you tweet your frustrations with this to Road Dogg, he'll give you some shit. I didn't know being in the main event with Roman was a bad thing. They'll give you that spin on it. The bottom line is, it's always been a case with Joe, at least in WWE, the momentum. You got to keep going with that momentum. He's been on fire. He's just been tremendous. You see why he gets gigs in Pixar films or whatever as voiceovers, because he's that good. He's a total package right now. He's on point. And I don't know if he was buried in this as much as, just as you said, a waste. This just felt like a waste of time. And it could have been any other guy in there, not Joe. Joe is capitalizing on lost time for being coming back. I just don't get the logic in that, I guess.
He loses every match.
Unless it's Sin Cara on SmackDown, apparently.
He loses every match. Every I don't remember the last pay-per-view he won, honestly.
I was about to say, I don't remember the last match
he's getting to that Bray Wyatt loses every pay-per-view territory.
Yeah. They cannot afford, and they need to realize what they have with Joe. They cannot afford to keep just booking him into mediocrity like they've done with Wyatt and so many other guys, and what they're doing with Nakamura right now. They need to strike while the iron's hot, and it's hotter than ever for Joe. And they need to pull their head out of their ass and stop doing this with guys like this, who by their own work and their own on their own back, because WWE, they pushed Joe a certain amount, but if he wasn't cutting promos this good or whatnot, I'm sure Vince wouldn't be all aboard the Joe train, because how we know Vince views how he likes his guys. Triple H is all about Joe, but it's stories of those two guys butting heads. Something's got to give in this, and they need to do. Honestly, you need to get that belt off Styles and on Joe. There needs to be the money as a chase scenario with the heel as a champion on SmackDown. If you're not going to do Nakamura, Joe's the next best thing, if not better than Nakamura as a champ right now, quite honestly.
Yeah. If WWE don't do it, I don't want to sound like a smart here or anything, but if WWE don't do anything, I'm in the firm belief that Samoa Joe will happily walk. He's getting a lot of money for what he's doing, but he's been injured twice, maybe 3 times, I don't know. But I'm in the belief that he will happily walk to find better success. No,
he did the indie scene for so long that he wants this big stage and paycheck to end his career.
Yeah, he's ready to wind it down. I feel like he's done being the journeyman. I feel like at his age.
No more Twitch streams? Bullshit.
No more boot camp.
I caught a series of Twitter posts showcasing the end of the match where Joe literally puts Reigns to sleep, eyes rolling. Hey, I saw a facial reaction out of Roman Reigns for the first time in God knows how long. At least he wasn't pulling that Jay White shit where he looks directly at the ref during three counts.
Oh my boy.
Oh God! But eyes rolling in the back of his head. The ref looks at him. He does the arm thing. Doesn't ring the bell, and then all of a sudden, Hulkamania! I'm Roman Reigns. Gets up. No problem. I wasn't just asleep. I wasn't Brutus Barber Beefcake over here.
Oh,
Joe goes for a muscle buster, jumps over him, spear done. Is it just not? I opened the book, I read the last page, I understood the match.
Joe, you know what's really scary, guys? If you think about it, Joe is that last guy from that golden age. I think it's going to go down looking back in history. That was a golden age of NXT champions with Balor, Rude, Joe, Nakamura. He's the last guy that's not completely squandered yet. That they haven't just done nothing. He's the last shred of hope. Help me, Obi-Wan. It's Joe.
Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my own.
I feel like there's a vendetta against guys in NXT if they're not brought up by the system.
In-house McMahon
system
politics, maybe.
It feels like it's against the grain right now. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We weren't against the grain though tonight. We took the worst case scenario and we made it into lemonade. We took a drink and we had a quite good time taking this shit show on the road tonight. Even though I didn't stream on my channel, which I thought it'll be on demand tomorrow, apologize again. Thank you, Kuzan and JD, for coming on my behalf. Logan, since we're on your channel, I'll let you sign us out and all that good stuff. But you can follow me on Twitter at the HibikTMD, HibikTMD YouTube, all that good stuff. The Reset Button Slam Pigs podcast, all the goodness. Check it out. Thanks again, boys.
Go ahead, JD. Where can they check you out?
Your boy's dead. He's asleep.
JD?
Oh no, his internet cut off on him right when he was...
Oh no!
Kuzan! We're gonna let JD get back here in a second. We're gonna catch you one more time.
Okay.
Well, there we go. Let JD do it again. There we go.
Oh, good. JD, you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Did you fall out the water?
I'm okay. It's fine.
Go ahead, JD. I actually introduced you to check. You really can check you out, and then it just crashed on you.
Yeah, that happens. I'm a broken wrestling fan tonight, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Just like your internet.
Just like my internet. Can't even get T-Mobile to connect anymore. Yeah, Red Leaf Retrocast, video games, anime, wrestling, we got it all. You should come check us out, especially on iTunes. Leave that review. It gets the word out. Even if you hate iTunes, I hate iTunes. You should still go there. It gets the podcast more credibility, you might say.
Give me an anime review. Like, give me an anime recommendation.
Space Battleship Yamato. There you go.
I'll watch that one.
Do you like ships in space and battles and shit?
I've watched that one. I have.
Okay. Future Boy Conan, 1979.
Okay, I haven't watched that one.
Yeah, not a lot of people have.
I'll try that one. I'll give that one a go.
You like Studio Ghibli movies?
Yes.
Yeah, that's an entire TV show of Studio Ghibli.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that a blast. Awesome stuff.
Awesome. Kuzan, where can they check you out, sir?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at KuzonTV, where I just basically fire out GIFs. I've been, like, slamming on WWE and Man City for about 2 days now, because it's disgusting, the fact that, like, Man City are just British football. Anyway, if you're into gaming, I'm currently doing Skyrim, the special edition. I'm looking towards doing The Last of Us and The Last Guardian. Might be doing a bit of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard for a bit. But like that shit gives me a heart attack. Over on twitch.tv/Kuzon_TV. I might do Silent Hill 2 actually, but I don't know. It's a long game.
Awesome. Definitely have to check you out. Everybody do that. JD, Travis, Kuzon, thank you all three for coming on the live version of the show. And for the on-demand show for Slam Pigs. But you guys can check me out on Twitter at LoganMars144. And this has been the Backlash Post-Show for Slam Pigs and Future Wrestling Podcast. Good night, everyone.
Look alive, babies.
Hey, I'm